Rakia by day has met at Waterloos, having been paraded by the Force Intelligence Response Team on Tuesday in Abuja. Rakia is a 211 medical student dropout from the Bayero University, Kano State. During the parade, the Force Public Relations Officer, CP Frankenba, said Rakia goes about deceiving innocent citizens with fake identity of being a medical doctor, as well as purchasing items with fake alerts. Frank, while describing her action, said she is the most intelligent imposter that leaves no trace behind, adding that, despite the calculated crimes, the police operatives will always be committed to nabbing all criminal elements in the country.
Her name is Rakia Beda, but she goes with the alias of Dr. Amina Yusuf Ahmed. As a matter of fact, she has got an ID card bearing Dr. Amina Yusuf Ahmed. This ID card claims that this doctor works at the National Hospital here in Abuja. Went as far as producing it with her name tag on it, Dr. Amina Yusuf. The doctor is clearly and legibly inscribed on this cloth. That's the pants. Now, operating under this pretense, Rakia Beda, alias Dr. Amina Yusuf, goes from state to state, from hotels to hotels, from business premises to business premises, duping people, obtaining goods under false pretenses, and making payments with fake bank alerts. She has so perfected her act, and of course, with the social status of medical doctors in this country, being a woman and being somebody that communicates clearly and convincingly, she has no problem developing and building trust instantly. These are some of the products that she bought. These are some of the products she bought recently. These are all high-range phones. In case you think they are just empty packs. These are not just empty packs.
On her path, the suspect confessed to the crime occasioned, stressing that she has been on the job of duping people for over a year.
Rakia Beda. I'm from Okene, Kogi State. I was arrested because I was pretending to be a doctor and alerts. I go to like a shop and pretend I want to get something and just make a alert to them and go. Why they give me, some give me the product and some don't if they have not seen their.
In another development, the force also paraded facilitators of kidnapping by bandits, comprises of a male and 4 females. Briefing journalists on their major operations, Frank said they are working with notorious bandits in carrying out surveillance on potential targets, as well as providing food and medicals to these bandits in one of the forests in Kaduna State. The first PRO further reiterates that everyone must be involved by availing suspected persons to the police in order to rob off crimes and criminality in the country.
Those clearly are positioned that these bandits and these kidnappers are members of a particular community. They've got mothers, they've got fathers, they've got uncles, they've got boyfriends and girlfriends, and they all help in facilitating their criminal enterprise. Miriam Abubakar, for example, has got a brother in the camp and also a boyfriend in the camp. And Miriam has gone as far as introducing so many other girls to that same gang for their sexual pleasures. And sometimes, even after they have taken those girls, abused them sexually, they still end up holding them in the forest and making monetary demands from their relatives. And so we continue to appeal to community leaders, to parents, to understand that they must work with the law enforcement community in dealing with this hydra-headed problem. They must be able to voluntarily pass information to us. They must be able to speak out against the ills in their families and in their neighborhood.
Shekarun kina
35.
kina da aure?
Ina da aure.
Ina mijinki yake?
Yana gida.
Me dalilin da yasa aka kawo ki?
Dalilin da yasa aka kawo ni nan da ina tare da akwai wani ɗan kidnapping ɗan uwana ne.
She said her name is Maria Abubakar. She's 39 years. She's married and her husband is at home. The reason for her arrest is that she has a relationship with a kidnapper.
Sai ya ce in mashi budurwa. Sai na ce mashi to budurwa ko yanzu za ta so ka a yanda kake wannan mugun sana'an, sai ya ce in dai mashi to dama Lawisa na gidana lokacin.
Amma ya gaya miki sana'a da yake yi?
Tun da ya bar gidansu dama sana'an da ya koma kenan, kidnapping.
A ina yake zama?
Galadimawa.
Okay, she said she knows that the young man is a kidnapper, that he has since left home and lives in the forest of Galadimawa, that he approached her and asked her to get him a girlfriend.
Sai na Lawisa ban shi. Ce in kina son shi, ta ce tana son shi. Sai na bata number.
She's saying that she actually introduced one of the suspects here, Luisa, to the kidnapper and linked them.
Hold on, just make it easier for yourself.
Okay. Ga mana sunan wannan saurayinkin da yake tare da kidnapper.
Isa.
Isa wane ne?
Isa Ibrahim.
Isa Ibrahim. Kina da kanin da yake tare da su?
A'a.
Baki da dan wanda yake tare da yan kidnapper?
Wa, sai dai dan kanin mamanmu.
Me sunan shi?
Rashidu.
Rashidu. Okay, she has a boyfriend among the kidnappers who is called Isa, and a younger brother who is called Rashidu. Ke kin taba zuwa dajin inda suke?
Na taba.
Zai kai so kamar so nawa?
Na je so 4.
That she has visited them in the forest camp at least 4 times. Me da me kike musu?
Ba abin da nake musu, matan shi da ta haihu ne na je suna.
Matan sauranki ta haihu ke kika je sunan?
Matan kanin shi ne.
Okay, matan kan. Okay. Okay, in essence, she assists them to run errands. One of them's wife put to bed. She was the one who attended the naming ceremony.
In the same vein, a 8-man gang, most of whom were physically challenged, who plays critical roles in their major operations, as well a mass communication graduate were also paraded. The suspect confessed to having specialized in coordinated attacks on fuel station and ATM theft and were arrested following a complaint of violent threats and tip-off of information by members of the public against the suspected hoodlums.
My name is Koko Itaokun. I'm a driver. It's only once that they said that I followed the security man. Then the second one I bring bus for them. This is the third one that I went there, they catch me.
Say it clearly. Say it so that they hear. Look at them and say it.
I said, it's only once that I have followed the security man. It's not a policeman, it's ordinary a security filling station man. Then the second one, they said I should look for bus for them, since I'm a driver. So the second one, I went to look for bus for them. So this third one that I went, they catch me.
Have you driven them before yourself personally?
The second one, I'm the one that drove the bus because the owner of the bus left the bus for me.
I was arrested because we were caught breaking into filling station and stealing engine oil from there.
Just filling stations?
We once broke into one gas station where they used to fill gas and also cut away with some amount of money. And the issue of the ATM, that was in 2019 when some group of boys, Bobby, Samuel, and one Daniel from Rumosi, but they normally call him Dada Boy. He was their gang leader at that time. So I involved myself with the ATM issue once with them. And not work any ATM again.
Where was that ATM robbery?
That was at Uyo. My role I play was like for this my group, some of them go out, look for filling station where they have enough oil. They will call me that there is oil in so filling station. I myself will go there. I will go and see it myself. When I see that they have enough oil, then we'll make arrangement for box. Then when we store the oil, I'm the one that took the oil to supply it to the buyer.
Are you married with children?
Yes, I'm married with 4 kids.
How do you feel that you're involved in this thing? Are you setting a good example for your children?
Not at all.
Are they aware that you're into this business?
No, they are not aware.
I was arrested for snapping and sending of bullets and magazine. I threatened a certain man with them.
Now, how do you come by these arms and ammunition?
A soldier friend of mine had given them to keep for him, that when he's going back to his base, he will come and pick them up. So he left for his base without picking them up. So that is how they were in my custody.
As an educated person, don't you know that there's an implication in having this thing and using it to threaten somebody?
No, I thought it was going to be briefly in my custody and it would pick them up almost immediately.
Please open your mouth.
Do you demand any money from the person you threatened?
Yes, sir.
How much?
2.3 million.
A total of 26 suspects were paraded alongside 16 assorted firearms, 1 AK-49 rifle, 3 AK-47 rifles, 7 AK-47 magazines, 157 live ammunition, and gadgets respectively. Vincent Obushi, QTV News, Abuja.